Canada, the federal government, as recently as it does every year, revealed an immigration levels plan, and it looks like we're on track to accept or welcome 500,000 immigrants, new Canadians to Canada every year as of 2025. What stood out for you in that announcement?
This is something that immigration is really important to the success of agriculture and food processing in this country. The agriculture sector, farmers, food processors from coast to coast have this common challenge of getting labor. And so what stood out for me was that the federal government is increasing its numbers. It is increasing its capacity to welcome new immigrants that can work in agriculture. We've got an agri-food pilot specifically that's going to help take people that are in on a work permit and transition them into permanent residents to help them become Canadian citizens. And really, this is just good news and answers a part of a longstanding call from the industry to say, okay, we need to get more people working in agriculture. And part of that extra workforce that they're looking for are going to be immigrants.
And this agriculture pilot is for permanent year-round workers, right? Not the seasonal, temporary foreign workers that a lot of industries require for to find workers.
That's right. I think a lot of people, when they think about agriculture and immigrant labor, they think about people that might be picking fruits and vegetables. But really, if you go into most food processing facilities in this country, you're going to see some workforce that could be in on a temporary work permit. Again, they've got the opportunity through the temporary foreign workers program to bring people in through a multi-year permit, but that doesn't give them that ability to stay in Canada permanently. So what you see is employers that are spending significant resources to attract that foreign talent, to bring them into Canada, to support them, to make sure that they've got the resources to succeed in Canada. And what this will do, it'll make it easier for that pool of foreign workers, again, to become permanent residents, so that investment, that relationship that the employer builds with its workforce can continue on beyond the limits of the temporary foreign worker program. It really labor has been a problem in agriculture and food processing for a long time, for better or for worse. The reality is that we have a hard time attracting Canadians to work in food processing facilities, and we have a hard time getting people to want to work in a meat packing facility and in a food processing facility and in some of these warehouses. These are good jobs. They're good paying jobs. A lot of them are increasingly skilled jobs. If you look at the amount of automation and robotics that are going into these plants, these aren't just, manual labor. These are people that are looking for employees that can be part of a growing dynamic industry. But there's this challenge that exists that of getting Canadians. I mean, that's a challenge today that exists across the economy. But this is really an important part of the solution for agriculture and food.
And what does this mean for consumers ultimately?
The people think about it, probably have heard a lot about the labor shortage and may not understand what impact that's having today. One of the things that's happened is plants that maybe used to make 15 or 20 different products on different lines have had to reduce the number of the products, the different variations of a product that they're making, because they don't have the workforce necessary to do the turnover, the shift, the change from one line to another. They've had to reduce the number of hours. Again, by and large, we've been able to put food out. That it hasn't reached that kind of crisis point, but it is having an impact on the availability of certain products for consumers. And so getting more people working back in plants will hopefully help be part of the solution to making sure that consumers can enjoy all of the Canadian products that they like to.